got the anything. So we'll borrow that real quick. It's Travers and Erie. Yeah, Travers. He's going to Georgia State for scholarship to Georgia State. Huh? This kid right here, Eric Nagy. He's football, right? He's going to Michigan. Yeah, football. He's a big dude. 200? Oh, record.
Good evening and welcome to CIF San Diego.tv's presentation of Division II Championship Basketball here from the Jenny Craig Pavilion on the campus of USD. Valentin Escañuela alongside Andrew Jensen as we get ready for this Division II matchup, Andrew. Two big teams, number 1 seed versus number 2. The Lincoln Hornets taking on the La Costa Canyon Mavericks. It's going to be a great night of basketball here tonight.
This is what everybody wanted all year long. Lincoln and La Costa Canyon, for the most part, were number 1, number 2 in the county all year long, but never faced each other. We're in the same tournaments, played a bunch of teams from out of the area, but never played against each other. Division II is stacked. And then these two teams fight their way through the playoffs and get what everybody wanted, and it should be a thriller here tonight.
It's going to be a great game here tonight. The Lincoln Hornets come in here with a record of 21-8, led by Tyrell and Tyree Robinson, the Robinson twins. So the most athletic kids here in the San Diego section, if not the state.
Yeah, and there's no argument there. Some of the best juniors in the West Coast, for that matter. And they're getting looked at by a bunch of different programs for the collegiate level, and they still have another year of high school left. So it's scary to think how good they are going to be.
Yeah, they're only juniors. They're only juniors this year. On the other side of the token, too, we have La Costa Canyon, led by their great player, Matt Shrigley, SDSU-bound local talent here from San Diego, California.
Yeah, Matt Shrigley, he is a beast. If you haven't seen him play, you're missing out. So today, if you're watching tonight, you're going to see something special. This is one of the premier scorers in all of California, and heading to San Diego State next year. And he is athletic as they come. He's not just a shooter. He can get in there and do some acrobatic dunks.
Well, though, I believe I will win. Chen has started on the La Costa Canyon student section side as we get ready for game time here. The starters on the floor for both teams: Tyrell Robinson, Keon Spates, Jerry Cobb, Tyree Robinson, and Jeremiah Turner will round out the 5 for Lincoln High School. On the other side for the La Costa Canyon Mavericks, they will go with Jeff Van Dyke, David Travers, Zach Beery, Max Shrigley, and Eric Magnuson. So players on the floor, the Lincoln Hornets in their black and green uniforms, and it is a dark black uniform. They are the defending two-time champions here, Andrew, and looking to three-peat here tonight.
Yeah, they're trying to be one of the first teams in the county to win 3 in a row. They beat Hoover the past couple of years. This year they're up against a tough Costa Canyon team who is typically in the Division I area and has dropped down to Division II just recently. And we're going back to Costa Canyon really quick, not just Matt Shrigley. They have David Travers, who is headed to Georgia State on a basketball scholarship. He can play. And then they got the big football guy going to Michigan, Magnuson.
Yeah, Eric Magnuson.
He's a beast down there, and he by far has more size than anybody on that Lincoln roster.
Eric Magnuson has a lot of size as he's on the floor, and he looks, I don't have his official stats here, but I'm guessing about 6'8", 250 pounds.
Yeah, that's a big boy. And Michigan, Brady Hoke getting him up there for football. So you got 3 star-studded starters on this La Costa Canyon team. It's not just Shrigley. And going back to Lincoln, it's not just the Robinson twins, as Jerry Cobb has come back, and they've been a different team since he's been in the lineup.
And Lincoln will win the tip-off to get this Division II championship game underway. Lincoln, a very athletic team on the floor, looking to get off to a fast start here against La Costa Canyon. A nice shot there by Lincoln is off the front iron, no good, and a nice rebound there by the big man, Eric Magnuson.
Yeah, first shot there. Soft touch, just couldn't get the shot to roll. And Magnuson, no problem with the rebound. And I'm sure that will be one of many shots we're going to see from the Robinson twins tonight.
Lincoln liking to play man-to-man defense. They don't go away from that. They like to keep the guys on the shooters, as Shrigley from the outside lets it go, no good, in and out. And that's one guy you're going to have to contain tonight if you're the Lincoln.
Yeah, that one was halfway in. There's a new,
There's a lob pass there from Robinson to Robinson, Tyree to Tyrell. And that is not going to be good, as the kickoff to the near side for La Costa Canyon is off the front iron, no good as well. So both teams off to a cold start here to start this game. Lincoln shoots it out for the outside, and that's going to be in and out, no good.
That's a couple threes we've seen in this ball game that are half in and rimmed out. Shrigley had one on the other end, and now Robinson here.
Well, Lincoln wearing their black uniforms. Tough to see the numbers. Jerry Cobb, number 11, is one of the players that may have a big night here tonight.
Yeah, they've been a different team since he's come back to be eligible academically, and they definitely run smooth when he's in charge.
Nice move on the interior for David Travers. He gets it to drop. 2-0 La Costa Canyon lead.
First bucket of the ball game, almost 2 minutes in. Tough shot by Travers getting the roll.
Lincoln with the ball as they get it across half court and end up from the outside. A three-point shot on its way is going to be good. And that's Tyree Robinson from the outside.
This makes it look easy.
Tyree and Tyrell Robinson's identical twins. The only difference, the haircut.
Thank goodness for us, we can tell them apart by the hair.
Pass to the interior. Shreely takes it. Trying to work against Tyrell, and he's going to go ahead and get it out of bounds. It's going to go against La Costa Canyon. It'll be a turnover. And one thing I talked to Coach Brian, and I said, "You got Matt Shrigley on the floor, Coach. What are you going to do?" He said, "I got one of the best defenders in California, in Tyrell. I'll take my chances with him."
That's a good answer, and he is. I mean, they get so much praise about their offense, and that's always kind of for the average fan. Obviously, looks at point score, but defense. These guys are lockdown defenders.
There's Tyree from the outside again, and nothing but the bottom of the net. Tyree Robinson filling it from the outside.
It's scary, folks. These guys are only juniors. I just can't fathom the fact that they can get even better.
That is pretty scary. That is a pretty scary thought. La Costa Canyon with the ball. Magnuson at the top of the key. We'll go ahead and give it off on the handoff, and then a pull-up jumper from the outside. No good out the back iron. Shrigley going up for the rebound. Kicks it out, and it's deflected to Van Dyke. So La Costa Canyon will go ahead and reset the offense here. Working off a screen. Getting into the paint, kicking it out to Magnuson. We'll give it back once again to Travers. Van Dyke pulls up from 17, out the front iron, no good. Rebound Robinson. That's Tyree.
Costa Canyon off to a slow start offensively here.
Lincoln, they can run when they can. If you're going to try to run with Lincoln, you're going to have to get back on transition, and La Costa Canyon did a great job there. A pull-up jump from the outside. Cobb, no good. Rebound. La Costa Canyon, Zach Beery. So an interesting start here, Andrew. 6-2 Lincoln. 2 shots from Tyree Robinson.
And Shrigley only getting 1 shot off so far. Travers just drains a 3.
David Travers answers that one with the 3 from his zone.
But going back to Shrigley, he only has 1 shot attempt in this game. That's a deep NBA range 3. So going back to what Coach Bryant was saying, you have the best defender in California, and it seems to be working to this point.
And you know Shrigley's going to get his points. One thing you can't do is stop him, but you can definitely slow him down if you're Lincoln. That shot no good, as Tyrell attempted that one from the outside. Now La Costa Canyon back the other way, going in, and the ball swatted out of bounds. And to stay with La Costa Canyon, nice defensive play there by Tyrell.
I think we have a media timeout here. So you can watch highlights or replay of today's game in our on-demand section. So you can also buy a DVD or Blu-ray of today's game right here on CIF San Diego.tv. Click on Buy DVD, and you can order today's game right now. Have a game that lasts a lifetime. Brought to you by CIF San Diego.tv. Looking for a great place to advertise your business while reaching the greater high school community? Then you want to advertise on CIF San Diego.tv. We have great rates for your business, while giving you the opportunity to get your message out to a very important demographic. For more information, give us a call, 619-677-3246.
Well, we talked about the Lincoln Hornets, Andrew, and the fact that they're the 2-time defending champions here at Jenny Craig Pavilion today. Looking to go three-peat for their 3rd consecutive one, but La Costa Canyon, a tough squad. They have a deep bench. One thing you can see about La Costa Canyon is that you have players that can score off the bench. On the other side, Lincoln, they go about 6 deep.
Yeah, not
so
deep
they're
at
going to be, we're going to start talking about fatigue. Will fatigue play a factor here in the 4th quarter come down the road?
I don't know with Lincoln. I mean, they're such an athletic team, and the fact that they've played such a tough schedule. They played a tournament in Hawaii. They played in a tournament in Missouri. They played in the national tournament here up at Torrey Pines. So they're used to playing tough competition. They're used to playing a lot of games and a lot of different times. So I think the momentum will carry them over. I'm not too worried about the fatigue for them. But with that being said, you look at Costa Canyon, and they can just keep bringing bodies at you and at you and at you. I mean, they're going to be fresh. Where Lincoln, not necessarily fatigued, but not necessarily fresh. Kind of the middle range.
La Costa Canyon Mavericks, not only are they the number 1 seed here for this tournament, or for this bracket, I should say, for the Division II championship, but the number 1 team ranked in the region. Haven't lost in the section. Only 2 losses coming out of section 2 out of section teams. 1 team was Taft. 1 team that also beat Lincoln, so they had that common opponent in Taft. Both teams lost to Taft, so you can't really tell who's better than who, and we're seeing that they're both pretty even here on the court.
They're really going. Yes, sir. Definitely pretty even at this point. Just star power all the way around.
Ball deflected and taken away by Lincoln on the inbound, as now Cobb will give it off on the go.
Turner.
Nice move. Turner goes up. No good. And here comes Strigley away with the ball as he goes up behind his back and then loses the ball. And now Lincoln back the other way. Behind the back pass and the layup.
Yeah, you'll be seeing that on our highlights a little bit later on.
Cobb
Beautiful
gets
pass.
the layup from the behind the back pass from Jeremiah Turner.
And not only that, well, not only was it behind the back, it was in a crowd, in traffic, and he got it to go through.
To me, that wasn't Jeremiah Turner behind the back. That was Keon Spates with the behind the back pass.
Jeremiah Turner, the big guy for Lincoln. He's a transfer from neighborhood rival Morse. This is his first year over at Lincoln, and he's been a big part. Not necessarily scoring, but he's kind of the tough guy in the middle that they were lacking in years past.
Tyree will kick it out and then gets it back and then loses the handle, and La Costa Canyon comes away with it.
A little bit too much dribbling there, and he immediately acknowledged everybody, that's my bad.
Travers looking for Strigley on the inside. Strigley looking to post up, pulls up on the fadeaway jumper, in and out and back in, give him 2.
Strigley's first bucket of the ball game.
That's a pretty shot there by Matt Strigley, especially at the high school level. That's a tough shot to knock down, especially against a defender like Tyrell.
Coach Fisher and the Aztecs are looking forward to that next year. I guarantee you that.
Cobb pulls up from 18, no good. Rebound La Costa Canyon, and David Travers with the ball as he gets across the midcourt, pulls up from about 18 himself, and he gets fouled on the shot. He'll be shooting 2.
Yeah, that's not a good foul. You definitely don't want to shoot a jump shooter. I mean, that's number 1, the thing on defense that coaches tell you, and you preach to players all the time, especially a tough jump shot like that. Travers taken early on the shot clock, kind of out of rhythm, bailed him out with the foul. And Travers has been the offensive guy thus far with 5 points in the early going, looking for 6 and 7 here at the line.
And that's going to be big for La Costa Canyon in order to get a big win here. If they're trying to get a win here, you get other guys to step up besides Matt Strigley. You know Strigley's going to get his points. It's only a matter of time.
Yeah, exactly. And you just got to concede that and stop everybody else. And the problem is if Travers is getting off to a good start here, it's not good for Lincoln when you know Strigley's eventually going to get his.
2:03 left here in the first quarter of play. It's a 9-8 game. La Costa Canyon on top by 1. As Cobb brings the ball up the court. Handoff goes to Tyrell. As he goes up, puts up the shot. It's going to go in and out, no good. Rebound, La Costa Canyon. That outlet pass to Strigley is a little too long, goes out of bounds, and it'll be a turnover for La Costa Canyon back to Lincoln.
Yeah, Strigley had everybody beat, but the outlet pass had a little bit too much juice on it, sailed out of bounds, and Lincoln will get another crack at it.
Cobb gets the ball in the corner. Dribbles in, gets penetration, puts it off the backboard and in.
And that's what they were missing for a majority of this year, since Cobb was ineligible, and that's obviously a big piece missing.
Well, he came back and Lincoln started winning again.
Not only winning, they started beating people pretty badly, whereas before when they were winning, they wasn't very convincingly.
Strigley from the outside knocks that down.
Strigley and Travers, the only guys that scored thus far from Costa Canyon.
A quick putback he puts his own ball up and doesn't go in. Now outlet pass to Strigley. He goes up and a one-handed dunk as Strigley throws it down. 12, make it 14-10 Lincoln.
Strigley held in check for the majority of this quarter. You look down, all of a sudden you have 7 points.
40 seconds left in the quarter. And they're going to call a charge on Tyrell.
Tyrell trying to force the issue there. Defender half position. just ran him over, and La Costa Canyon on a run.
And folks, I'm saying Tyrell and Tyree. Tyrell number 0, Tyree number 23. From up here, I don't think it matters because we can't really see the numbers on their jerseys.
You got to seriously stare at the jersey for a couple seconds to figure out who it is.
I should have brought my binoculars from up here.
We're good friends, or we know, one of the assistant coaches, Robert Field, one of our colleagues up here, and texted him earlier. I said, "You're not wearing your black jerseys today, are you?"
And he said, "Yeah."
I was like, "Ah."
We are wearing our black jerseys. La Costa Canyon with the ball, holding for one last shot here in the quarter. 3-2, and the shot put up. It's going to go off the back iron. No good. Nearly fouled there by Tyrell.
Yeah,
so
very close.
Make it Tyree Robinson on that closeout. After one quarter of play, La Costa Canyon leads 14-10 over Lincoln.
Want to have your game broadcast live on the internet and be able to watch it again and again on demand while making money for your sports program? Want to give your students the opportunity to create their own broadcast for your school's athletic events? Then contact us at info@kbcsports.com. We offer season packages for schools, a full curriculum for your students, and an opportunity to raise up to $10,000 for your sports program. Again, that's info@kbcsports.com. Or give us a call at 619-677-3246.
8 minutes is in the books, and La Costa Canyon leads this one by 4, 14-10 over Lincoln. Division II championship basketball here on CIF San Diego.tv. And Andrew, interesting first half, back and forth. None of these two teams got really into a good rhythm. Everything seemed kind of sporadic. They were trying to figure each other out, trying to feel each other out. What should we expect here in the second quarter of play?
Well, there was really no rhythm going on until like the final minute or so when La Costa Canyon finally started to get something going with Matt Shrigley. He and Travers both have 7 points, equal to the 14 that they have. Expect more of the same for La Costa Canyon. Keep going to Shrigley, and if he's doubled, Travers is your scoring guy. And Lincoln right now, get some better looks. Right now they're depending too much on the jump shot. They need to start getting to the basket a little bit more.
One thing that Lincoln is very physical, a very physical team on the floor. Look for them to go in and attack the basket a little bit more often. I'm sure that's what Coach Bryant said. It's like, we got to attack the basket, guys. You guys can get penetration. They showed it in that first quarter of play. Let's go hard to the basket. Let's make some easy buckets. La Costa Canyon with the ball. Shrigley pulls up from 3. Off the front iron, no good. Nice rebound there by Tyree. Back the other way as he gives it off, and a bank shot from the outside. Nice job there by Jerry Cobb.
Yeah, that's a beautiful textbook shot off the glass. You don't see that very often in today's game. Kind of a lost art.
Oh, Travers running the point for La Costa Canyon. That ball deflected by Lincoln, and on the floor, and a foul called.
Yeah, that's
going to go against La Costa Canyon. A good foul there.
Jeff Van Dyke is going to get called with that, and you're right, exactly, a great foul. Because if he doesn't foul him, it's probably going to be an easy layup.
Jeremiah Turner came in, got the steal, and then ball knocked out of bounds. Tyrell looking to make a move, and that ball is deflected out. Oh, actually, might not have been deflected. He might have just tossed it out. As Cobb gets it on the outside. Turner with the ball. Ball swung around by Lincoln. Pull a jumper from the outside. It's going to be an air ball. That ball nowhere near the rim.
And La Costa Canyon fans are going to have a field day with that one. Their student section is at capacity over there.
Well, Travers brings the ball up court for La Costa Canyon, trying to set a screen. Magnuson and Kyle Sackerson. As Travers gets it, working off a pick, gives it off to Magnuson. Magnuson looking for Shrigley, nobody there. Instead, we'll give it off to this big man. With 3 seconds on the clock, Shrigley's got to put it up. He puts it up from the outside. It's going to be in and out and back in. Wow, what a shooter's touch.
That's what happens when things are going your way. You get rolls like that, and a tough shot. And I guarantee you that's what Coach Bryant was wanting. Early on the shot clock, a tough fall away, fade away, long 2-point shot. And luckily for Lincoln, it stays with them.
Well, Tyree Robinson was in a rush to get the ball up and away, and he did. Just failed to get any part of the rim. Another shot from the outside by Tyrell, and he knocks that down.
His first point of the game.
First basket of the day. And it's a 16-15 La Costa Canyon lead. Well, La Costa using as much clock as possible as Travers goes in for the shot, and he gets fouled on the way in on a reach-in.
We're going to call that against, that's Jerry Cobb. Travers back to the line where he has been money thus far. He is 2 for 2, 7 points for the game, looking for his first points here in the second quarter.
I got to say, La Costa Canyon has done a great job at slowing down the pace of this game.
Travers short on the front end.
As we got a substitution checking into the game for La Costa Canyon, Zach Beery. And out goes the big man, Kyle Sackerson.
Travers trying for his second one here. 2 for 3 at the line thus far. Got it.
Turner also checked out for the Hornets, and coming in is Steve Martin for the Hornets. 17-15, La Costa Canyon 2-point lead here with 5:42 left in the second quarter of play. The Hornets with the ball, and going up for the shot was Tyrell. He gets fouled on a grab. Oh, La Costa Canyon fans didn't like that.
Is that what they're saying?
We didn't like that, is what they're saying.
And I don't think the coaching staff liked that very much either. And from our view up here, it looked like it was pretty clean. But that's going to go against Van Dyke, his second personal.
First free throw is going to be good. For Van Dyke, it's one of your starters. You know, 2 fouls early in this first half. Do you pull him out, leave him in the game?
I think you got to leave him in at this point. He's more of your defensive specialist. He's not necessarily a scorer. Leave him out there.
Second free throw also good, and we have a tie ball game, 17-17 all here. With 5:30 left. Shrigley with the ball, dribbling in. Being guarded by Tyrell, gets double teamed. Needs to get rid of the ball. He does, gives it to Magnuson.
Push
and
off.
Now push off on the inside. Magnuson trying to post up his player. He gets pushed and gets the foul.
Steve Martin was going to call for that one. What Robinson was that just knocked down those free throws on the other end? Tyree?
It was Tyrell.
Oh, Tyrell, I'm sorry.
Long outlet pass. It's going to be La Costa Canyon ball. A little bit of confusion on the floor there. Officials get it right.
Well, I'll tell you, whoever comes out of this game, obviously still a long way to go in this, but whoever does come victorious, even the loser of this game is still going to move on to the state playoffs. I think either team has a pretty good chance of making some noise, win or lose. Obviously, you want to win the section, obviously, for bragging rights.
Seeding purposes as well for the state tournament.
Yeah, and seeding. But I think both of these teams are going to have their say, as Travers looks like he was fouled again.
Travers going behind his back and trying to get into the key. Gets fouled on the way in.
They're going to say that was on the ground. Travers right now has been causing all the havoc thus far. And no one else has scored for La Costa Canyon yet except for Travers and Strigley.
As Travers puts it up, it's going to be no good. Rebound the Hornets. Back the other way, Tyree puts up the pass, and it's going to go out of bounds. Miscommunication there by Tyree and Martin. So Travers brings up the ball slowly up court. La Costa Canyon looks to use as much of the clock as possible, trying to slow the pace of this game down. As Travers works off a screen, goes up, puts up the shot. No good.
Strong
nice rebound there by Tyrell.
Nice
what
move.
A nice move in the inside. And the bucket.
Jerry Cobb is...
Well, you see Jerry Cobb's athleticism. and his quickness.
Make you realize what they were missing this whole year and how dangerous they would have been if they had him the whole time.
Shooting on a one-on-one with Tyrell. He goes up for the shot, puts up the basket, no good.
Shrigley, good job there. Getting the defender in the air and turning around and getting the contact.
One of the things that Shrigley that people don't realize is he's very deceptive with his quickness.
Oh, you look at him, you don't think he's quick at all.
He's a big guy,
Yeah.
he's 6'6", has good size, but his quickness, it's pretty impressive.
Misses the first of two.
This is his first free throw. La Costa Canyon trails by 2. 19-17 with 4:05 left. Second free throw attempt. Off the back iron, no good.
That's a foul on
And there's
Magnuson pushing off. And that's rare, 2 free throws missed by Shrigley. Typically a very good free throw shooter. Referees have been very, very good to this point. Been on top of every call.
Doing a great job and letting them play.
Perfect environment for high school basketball here at USD. They had it a couple years at Cox Arena, and it's just seats too many people there. It's a little too much. I mean, it's still a great venue, don't get me wrong, but this is just perfect for it.
It's very intimate. Everybody's close. Good showing here by the fans on both sides as a Cobb puts up a three-pointer, no good. It goes off the top, back in, and Shrigley comes away with the rebound. Shrigley working one-on-one against Tyrell. Tyrell holding them back. Madison gives the handoffs to Travers. Travers from the outside, knock it down.
Travers is having himself a heck of a ball game.
Tyree goes up, puts up the floater, no good. Offensive rebound. Tyree puts it back in.
Star power all over. You got
these guys are so athletic.
On both sides.
Madison gives it off to Travers on the near side. Travers guarded by Tyree. Shrigley now. As Tyrell tries to hold him back, pull-up jumper, puts it up off the
That's just great defense.
backboard, no good. That's just great defense there by Lincoln.
Absolutely great defense. You know, I said it early in the broadcast, early part of the broadcast. Sometimes good defense gets overlooked. Everybody wants scoring.
And here comes Shrigley, all by himself, puts up and misses the dunk. Misses the dunk, but La Costa Canyon gets it back as Travers pulls up from the outside, no good.
Tried to get too cute with the dunk. Tried to put on a show, and Lincoln's going to call a timeout here.
2:18 left here in the second quarter of play here on CIF San Diego.tv, and La Costa Canyon trails by 1 against Lincoln, 21-20.
Today's broadcast is brought to you by the San Diego Hall of Champions. The Hall of Champions, located in Balboa Park, is the nation's largest multi-sport museum with 3 levels of memorabilia and 68,000 square feet of space. It's also a great place to host your next big event. For more information, visit the Hall of Champions online at sdhoc.com. And today's game is being brought to you by Susan Cooper Photography, the official photographer for the CIF San Diego section. Susan Cooper Photography provides quality team and action photos and can also provide trophies and fundraising options all in one package. To have them come out to your event, contact Susan Cooper Photography at 619-501-7128 or visit them online at susancooperphotography.com.
2:18 left here in the second quarter of play. Lincoln with the lead, 21-20, and Matt Shrigley, he's hit a couple shots, but I don't know if it's the nerves of being here. He seems a little rattled out there.
That last fadeaway shot, you know, it was great defense, but he missed that shot badly. And then the dunk, I think he was, you know, instead of just kind of going and, you know, making sure he finished, he tried to get a little too cute with the dunk there and failed, missed the point.
Well, both teams trying to get into their rhythm. We know what these two teams can do when they get into rhythm. They're offensive machines. But the key is getting into rhythm. I got to tell you, I'm very impressed with Lincoln's defense so far on La Costa Canyon.
Oh, yeah. And like you said at the very beginning, Coach Bryant said they have a great scorer in Shrigley, but, hey, I have some of the best defenders. I'm willing to take my chances. And I was starting to talk about that for a minute before Strickly missed that dunk, but the average fan just wants to see scoring, scoring, scoring. They don't really appreciate great defense. And then when they see a tough shot miss as bad as Strickly did, they just kind of assume it's bad offense, but it was great defense that caused them to miss that bad.
Well, Matt Strigley averaging a little bit over 20 points per game.
Well, he has his points here today. I mean, he has 9 points already, but they've been hard-earned 9 points, that's for sure. And Travers, it's only been Strigley and Travers, the only people to score this far for La Costa Canyon.
Lincoln inbounds the ball and gets it into the half court. Tyrell pulls up a shot, no good. Nice rebound there by Zach Beery. So Travers slowing it up, trying to set the offense here for the Mavericks. Guarded heavily by Tyree. Beery nearly loses the ball and then gives it off to Travers. Travers goes in, puts up the floater from 5 feet. Good. Travers having a heck of a game here tonight, folks.
Yeah, he is keeping La Costa Canyon going. 13 points for Travers here in the first half.
Lincoln down by 1. La Costa Canyon 22-21. As that is out of bounds, they're going to give it to.
That looked like it was touched last by La Costa Canyon, but the referees are giving it to him. That's not the shot you want from Jeremiah Turner. Kind of a long two. It's not what he does best.
The Mavericks with the ball. From the outside, Travers once again, no good. Ball's up for grabs, and Beery comes away with it. Giving it to Magnuson. Kicks it out to Strigley. Strigley goes up, puts a man in the air, then jumps right into him and gets the foul on the shot. Very smart play there by Strigley.
Yeah. And right now they're trying to get the argument there that Strigley jumped into him. But Strigley at the line where he just missed 2 free throws will try to redeem himself.
That one's nothing but the bottom of the net. Starting to feel his shot now.
And La Costa Canyon expands their lead. Strigley knocks them both down.
Substitution for La Costa Canyon.
And it looks like Strigley's going to take a breather here for I'm guessing he's not going to be out. Well, they're going to keep him out for the final 43 seconds, I'm guessing.
Kyle Sackerson checks in for La Costa Canyon. 38 seconds left here in the second quarter of play. 24-21, La Costa Canyon. From the outside, Tyree, no good. Nothing but error.
That's a little uncharacteristic, and La Costa Canyon fans are going to heckle him about that one for a little while.
28.5 seconds left, and Strigley comes back into the game for the last 28 seconds. They can hold it for one last shot here in the second quarter.
And that's what I would do.
Shot clock is turned off.
Guarantee yourself going into the locker room with the lead. Possibly even more than 3 if they can convert on the final second shot.
Strigley has the ball up top. He'll dribble. Gives a hand up to Travers. And now pressuring the ball is Lincoln. Nice move, breaks his ankles, pulls up, no good. Strigley goes up for the rebound, and he gets fouled right before the light goes off. So he'll be shooting 2 before half.
And that kills you if you're Lincoln.
An offensive rebound by Strigley on that play there, Andrew, and I gotta tell you, he fought for that one hard.
So in his fight there, and he knocks down the free throw. Second one rims out.
Second one rims out. So at the half, one half is in the books. 25-21, La Costa Canyon lead here as you're listening to CIF San Diego.tv. We'll be back with second half action in just a moment.
3:16 left to go in this ball game. I formation, 3rd and 3 from the 45 of the Wolverines. And this time, holy cow! Dion almost hands it to the Westview player. He's going to run this to the 5-10. Touchdown, Wolverines! How did that happen? That was
Snyder.
Holy cow! He was in the backfield before the running back could even get the handoff. He took the handoff from Dion.
He took the ball right out of Dion's hands and just...
Holy cow!
Can't say I've seen that one very often.
Snyder comes shooting in from the A-gap. I think Dion froze when he saw him. He's ready to hand off to his running back. He froze when he saw him and just let him have the ball. 12 seconds to go.
Oh, you could hear a pin drop.
5, 4, 3, 2. Get the snap off. Last play of the game. Brewster rolls right. Gets away from 2 sacks. Dons win. Sack at the 20-yard line. What a game.
And number 40, Lucas Zinder with the game-saving sack. And there is heartbreak on one sideline and a jubilation on another.
Offset eye for the Grizzlies as Keeney takes it under center. They'll send a man in motion, pitch back to Bird on the sweep. Bird finds a seam. He might go, folks. 20, 15, 10. Drags a tackler. Touchdown! Bird goes 38 yards for the touchdown on the sweep. One more snap is all it's going to take, and there you have it, folks. Your 2011 Division I Sac Joaquin section champions, the Granite Bay Grizzlies, as they defeat Pleasant Grove 30-24.
Jacqueline Williamson. Her serve is over. Dug by Holt. Giblin going back to Holt near side. Cut shot. Kept alive. Back in one by Cathedral. And this one is out as Castanon Hill sends it wide. And the Cathedral Dons have won the title 16-14 in Game 5.
Thomas with the ball, swings it out to Norris. Cameron Taylor tried to block that one away. Norris with a strong take, blocked by B.J. Anya. Huge block. Robinson leading the break the other way, gets it to Grant. Slam dunk Jeremy Grant off the feed from James Robinson. What a play by the Stag.
Hancock to his immediate left. 2 receivers far side, 1 near side. Hancock on a counter, right side. He's inside the 10. He bounces off a tackler at the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Helix. And behind Hancock, the field is littered with white jerseys on the turf.
Wow. Hancock not to be outdone by his fellow playmakers on offense. Put on a show on that short 12-yard touchdown run. Looked like he was down after 3 yards, just threw a defender on the ground.
As sophomore Chris Carter sits under center in their tight wing formation. Lycos in motion. Second back through is Freeman. Freeman just knocking people over. Look at him run. Breaks through. 4 tackles. And now it's just a foot race to the end zone. And Freeman's going to go the distance. Touchdown Imperial on the first play of the second half. 2nd and 6 for Imperial from their own 47. They're going to give it to Freeman again off the left side. And Freeman gets by one wave and down across the 40-yard line. Still on his feet. Look at him run down to the 20-yard line. One man to beat. Gets by him. Touchdown, Freeman. How did he do that? Holy cow. 64-yard touchdown run. His 5th of the game. Royce Freeman, ladies and gentlemen, you're about to see the top rushing and the as I look over to our partners at KXO Radio, the top rusher in the San Diego section for the next 2 years.
That's just amazing. That is just amazing. They hit him in the backfield. They hit him at the line of scrimmage. They hit him a couple yards downfield. They hit him again near the goal line.
No 5-second count can be started. Nobody was close enough defensively. Lyle's going to swing left side. Robinson. Here is a backdoor lob for Grant. They've been wanting that all game. And they got it, 50-42. They lulled you to sleep, and then they hit Grant on the back door.
They trail by 2. McMorrow's kick is on the way, and it is good. St. Augustine has their first lead of the game, 21-20 with 25 seconds to play. The senior McMorrow with a huge kick Not the longest of his career, but the biggest of his career.
Oh,
St.
geez.
Augustine leads it 21 to
already lining up. They won't even have to run that one more play. They just acquiesce.
Why
Here you
bother?
go. So there you have it. Your 5-time defending Division III champions, the Cathedral Catholic Dons, running up, over, and through Olympian 41-0 here from Qualcomm Stadium.
Patriots down 21-17. Great ball game here. Dillon taking it, looking right, throwing it up top to Gaines. It will be caught by Gaines. Oh my goodness. It looked like the defender had it, but Gaines stole it away from him. Jason Gaines, are you kidding me, my friend? Oh boy. It looked like for sure we had an interception by the Tories, but as they both were going to the ground, Jason Gaines just wrestled it away from him. Shane Dillon to Jason Gaines on an 11-yard play.
Fanchen in the game, now out, replaced by Hayashi, the libero for defense. Wenzel's serve, championship point, ball up in the air. Hayashi's going to bring it back. Richards, deep one, over and 3. Free opportunity, look for Wallace, no, they go Becker. Hayashi, then tap over and 2 by Hollingsworth. Now look for Wallace for the match!
Kathleen Wallace, no better way for the Bulls to finish it than giving it to their senior leader.
25-12, 25-15, and with 8 straight points to close out their 3rd straight D5 championship on a kill by Kathleen Wallace, 25-21 in Game 3. Branson has won the D5 title.
In the backfield, it's Hernandez and Northcutt. Set to throw is Thomas. Has time. Goes for the home run. It's intercepted in the end zone. Seemed like they tried to go to Martin, and Martin slipped. Stockton, Hilmar, and Escalon. That's going to do it, folks. Victory formation, take a kneel. The clock comes out. The clock will tick down. The players jumping up at midfield. I think I see a Gatorade. Did we have a Gatorade shower?
We most certainly did. Casey Taylor getting the shower there. Very much deserved.
Down to 12.
Great tackle there by Ronald Williams there to make the stop for Helix.
And the Helix fans are starting to celebrate here. This is going to be the final play. 5 seconds. Pow will hand it off. And they're going to get in the end zone. Touchdown. That's Keegan who gets in, but that's going to be the end of the ball game. 44-6 will be the score. So Oceanside scores on the final play of the ball game.
And gets a consolation prize just to make this is kind of say that, hey, we didn't get shut out.
So 44-6 is your score. And Helix is celebrating on the sideline. Oceanside streak of 7 straight championship games has been ended.
2 minutes and 5 seconds left on the clock. Clock rolling, 3rd down and 15 for the Patriots. Dillon, he's got time, steps up. He's going to chuck it deep. He's got a man open. Seth Collins with a diving catch. He hauls it in at the 25. Oh, my goodness.
I'll tell you right there. Dillon goes to show why he is a Division I prospect as he's able to step up, elude the pressure, see Collins down the field, and make the connection. As I'll tell you right now, there has not been a bigger catch for Seth Collins this entire season.
Fans nervously wait on the far side. Trips right. Vernon, the lone receiver to the left. Troy Zine rolls right. Here we go. And he's going to be... Oh, he gets away, but can't get away from the second slew. Vacaville takes over on downs, and the crowd erupts. So does the sideline. Got to watch it. Got to watch the sideline here.
Yeah,
Remember,
really
they were up
stepped
35-26. 2 unanswered touchdowns. That's going to do it, folks. Your 2011 Division II Sac Joaquin Section champions, the Vacaville Bulldogs. They win 39-35 in a
3rd and 4 from the 24-yard line. If this kick is made, I think I know who our player of the game is unless Escalon can pull a rabbit out of the hat. Snap down. Hole is good. Kick from Bancourt. It's through the uprights. It is good. Bancourt gets lifted up by his holder. Hillmore is up 20-17 with 19.5 seconds left. The fans across from us on the Hillmore side of things, waving their yellow and green pom-pom.
Back here on CIF San Diego.tv for second half action of the Division II championship game here in the San Diego section. The La Costa Canyon Mavericks have the lead 25-21, Andrew, in that first half of play. Interesting on both sides of the court. Two teams not really into a rhythm. La Costa Canyon had the better end of that first half.
They did. It was fairly even up until the final minute or so, and like you said, Shrigley getting that big rebound, getting fouled at the buzzer, getting an extra point there, and Travers really was the X factor in this ball game. You knew Shrigley was going to get his points, and you could live with that. But Travers had 13 points in that first half.
Travers lit it up on the outside in that first half of play, as Lincoln will have the ball to start this second half of playing. As I believe we will win chant starts on the La Costa Canyon side, and just like that, they go ahead and shut that chant down.
And it looks like Lincoln putting on a full court press now, and then we're going to have a foul.
Well, the student section started chanting, I believe we will win.
And then they stopped.
And then they stopped. As soon as Keon Spates hit that three-pointer from the outside.
Yeah, that chant that San Diego State does is pretty amazing, and how loud it gets in that arena. The student section is something else.
One of the best chants in sports.
It gets loud in Viejas Arena.
Well, pressure defense here by the Lincoln Hornets. Seemed to bother the Mavericks a little bit here in this first inbound. Now they get it across midcourt, and Travers with the ball on the far side. La Costa Canyon going from left to right. Looking to give it off, he does. Magnuson gives it into Shrigley. Shrigley guarded by Tyrell. He goes in, pulls up from 8, off the back iron, no good. Rebound, Lincoln.
Yeah, Shrigley is just getting D'd up. Now the key for Lincoln is to stop Travers, because he's the one that has picking up the slack.
Tyree with the ball on the far side. Puts it on the floor. Gives it off on the inside. Turner kicks it out. Swings it to the near side. Spates looks to dribble drive. Instead, they're going to go ahead and pull it back out. They're going to reset the offense here. As now Spates goes in, puts up the shot. He gets fouled, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And that's what we were just talking about at the during halftime, is that Lincoln had only been to the free throw line one time, or 2 attempts, so they only got there one time. And an athletic team like Lincoln, you got to be taking advantage of that and using your athleticism like we saw right there where Spates got in there. Now the problem is they've traditionally struggled this year at the free throw line.
Spates, smallest guy on the court, gets penetration and puts the ball up. He gets fouled, goes to the line, and hits his first one.
Now we called the game when they lost to Taft a few months back. And they only lost that one by a couple points. But they shot like 40% from the free throw line. They were like 10 for, I believe, like 26 or something like that. It was a ridiculous amount. So if you can even make half of those, you win that ball game. And
well, Spates knocks out both of them, and now a foul on the play. And the crowd did not like that. I think the crowd on both sides didn't like that.
Well, I think the referee called the foul because he fell over, and I think he just assumed he got hit. I don't know necessarily if there was a whole lot of contact there, but Lincoln has reclaimed the lead by 1 with those free throws by Spates.
This is the kind of basketball that Lincoln likes to play. Beery gets trapped and gets to get it off, and he travels.
Yeah, that's great defense there from Lincoln.
That's the kind of Lincoln basketball you like to see, Andrew, is be aggressive, not only on defense, but also on offense. So inbound the ball. That ball comes inside. Cobb swings it right side. As now Tyree will get it off, and then bad pass, and Shirley comes away with it. Instead, Travers goes up, puts up the layup, and he gets it to go in.
Travers gets his first points in the second half, make that 15 for the game.
Tyrell with the ball. He'll go ahead and give it off to Cobb. Lincoln working the ball around the perimeter. Instead, they give it off. Tough shot there, and Lincoln coming away with the rebound. No, it's on the floor. So it gets loose and gets knocked out of bounds. It'll stay Lincoln ball.
Good
Jeff
hustle.
Van Dyke had it with him, just wasn't able to get it off.
Lincoln's put up some questionable shots in this ball game. That was a minute
just a moment ago with one of them. Kind of a tough fadeaway shot early in the shot clock that drew nothing but backboard.
LCC playing some good defense as that ball gets kicked to the near side. Tyrell from the outside, no good.
Oh, defense has definitely been there. There's no question about that.
Tyrell sticking to the left hip of Shrigley. Costa Canyon Travers, dribble penetration, puts a nice move, puts it up, no good. Back the other way, ball is intercepted. And Van Dyke comes away with it. Beery fakes a shot, gives it off to Shrigley. Shrigley from the outside, puts it up, nothing but the bottom of the net.
Big shot.
You're starting to see Shrigley get into his comfort zone. If you're Lincoln,
You
that's
don't
not
want
a good thing.
Definitely not a good thing.
Spades from the outside, knock it down. Answer that one back right away.
That's Spade's second three.
Outlet pass to Beery. Beery comes away with it. Nearly goes out of bounds. As Travers now gets it. He dribbles in. Gives it out to Shrigley. He puts up the shot and it goes in. Count it at one.
Shrigley's starting to wake up a little bit here.
That's one thing you do not want to see if you're Lincoln is Shrigley starting to get into a little rhythm here and offensively.
He did a good job for the whole first half, kind of frustrating Shrigley a little bit. In the second half, he's been getting what he wants and knocks down the three-point play. Lead back up to 4.
Ligon has taken a couple of shots here in the second half, but has been also aggressive going to the rim. So they stay the same. Outside shot, front iron no good. Nice rebound there by Turner. He puts it back in.
That's Turner's first bucket of the ball game, and they're going to need him to step up a little bit and contribute a little bit.
Turner cleaning that up. Madison in a push from behind. Push from behind there on Van Dyke. Foul on the floor.
How many is that on?
Tyrell's fourth personal.
That's huge.
We're going to have a substitution here.
Yeah, that's something that Coach Bryant, and that was kind of a dumb foul too. He like blatantly kind of, you got to know your situation. Know you have 3 fouls. You foul them at half court.
Across the canyon, working the ball around the perimeter. Beery, defended by Turner, gives it off to Shrigley, but he throws it away and nearly comes away with the pick there. Instead, going inside to the big man. Magnuson goes up, he gets fouled on the way up, and he'll be going into the line for 2.
And Magnuson will look to be the first player other than Shrigley or Travers to get on the board for the Costa Canyon. We have 3:46 left in the third.
That fell against Tyree Robinson. Melifanu instead, so they corrected that. So the foul will be on 21, Fred Melifanu, who checked in for Tyrell. First attempt for Magnuson is good. The big man can shoot free throws.
Knocks it down. Big guy heading to Ann Arbor.
Michigan football player. They got a player coming their way.
Yeah, that's a big guy down there.
Second free throw, also good.
Soft touch for a big guy. Media timeout.
Immediate timeout, and that LCC leads 35-31 here on CIF San Diego.tv.
KBCSports.com will be providing live audio coverage of the state regional basketball championships as well as the finals. March Madness comes to high school basketball in California on March 17th for the regional basketball championships. 4 venues of coverage around the state. Then the following weekend, March 23rd and 24th, is the California State Basketball Championships. You can watch it all on KBCSports.com, your home for high school sports. Catch the best basketball at San Diego section basketball on CIFSanDiego.tv. You can watch a replay of today's game after each one concludes, plus check out highlights, player of the game interviews, and more. order a DVD or Blu-ray disc of the game. We're your home for basketball in San Diego. CIF San Diego.tv.
3:46 left in the third quarter of play. 35-31 LCC leads here. Division II championship game live from Jenny Craig Pavilion on the campus of the University of San Diego, USD. And Andrew, Shrigley starting to get off into a little offensive role here. Well, Lincoln's going to be worried.
Yeah, and especially since Tyrell has 4 fouls, and that's something definitely to be concerned about. But every time Lincoln brings it to within a point or so,
I think one thing that
Shrigley wakes up.
I think one thing that Lincoln will have to do today in order to go ahead and keep this game close with La Costa Canyon is they're going to have to match their intensity. That's something that the coach mentioned at the beginning of the game. I asked him, I go, Coach, LCC, #1 ranked team in the region, what do you do to compete against a team like this? That we need to match their intensity. What they do, we will have to do better. And so far, they've been pretty close. Only a 4-point game here. LCC leads by 4 with 3:46 left in the third quarter of play.
But they can't allow Shrigley to wake up too much because he keeps doing what he's doing. Then he has a tendency to kind of go up big time. The Lincoln here, big possession, trailing by 4, 3:46 left, and you figure this is one of those must-score situations. You don't want this game to kind of leave more than the 4-point territory, trailing by more than 4.
Plenty of basketball left. Lincoln, they came off aggressive to start the second half, and so far it's worked out pretty well for them. A couple of shots that are not really defendable. They knocked them down. Now Tyree trying to work.
Nice pass.
Inside to Melifanu. He gets rejected by Beery.
That was a beautiful look, though. But yeah, and a beautiful block as well.
Zach Beery went up and said, not in my house. Actually, that's not their house, but that's their side of the court. Madison with the ball, trying to give it off to the all-star player for La Costa Canyon here today in Travers. And now going up, and another block by Shrigley, as I believe that was Turner going up for the shot.
And they're letting them play down there, that's for sure. That one looks like it could have been a foul call. First one was clean. That one, yeah, looks like there's some body.
Fisher's letting them play. Usually that kind of play, it benefits Lincoln since they're such a physical team. And trying to carry it, and he traveled. I was saying trying to carry it. I got ahead of myself, but he did travel.
Yeah. And Lincoln's kind of been struggling on the offensive side here the past few minutes. Kind of having a hard time getting anything going.
Well, Sackerson checked in for the Costa Canyon, and he's on the floor. Gives it off to Travers. Travers will go ahead and reset the offense here for the Mavericks. Travers guarded by Cobb. Off to Shrigley. Shrigley makes a move, goes up, pulls up from 15, off the front iron, no good. Madison comes away with the rebound. He puts it up, no good, and he gets fouled.
Yeah, another offensive rebound. Magnuson, it's kind of hard to box him out.
Well, if Magnuson gets the ball inside the paint, he's going to go ahead and just try to put it up however he can. He'll get the foul call. He's so aggressive and physical down there. People try to body up a guy like him, you're going to get a hand somewhere on his body.
And Magnuson gets the roll again.
Madison gets him to drop.
This is the biggest La Costa Canyon's had the lead in this entire game here. The 5-point deficit for Lincoln now.
Make it 6.
Magnuson knocks them both down.
As he knocks that one down.
For a big guy, he sure can knock
those
him down.
free throws.
Soft touch.
Cobb with the ball. Gives it off to Spades. And now Spades trapped on the inside, and a jump ball. Timeout called by Coach Bryant. Smart timeout.
It'll be a 30-second timeout.
Magnuson had him trapped on the inside, and Spades was trying to get the ball off. Instead, he got tied up. Right before he got tied up, Coach Bryant called a timeout. So 2:09 left here in the third quarter of play. You're listening to Division II basketball on CIF San Diego.tv.
Need a highlight video for your athlete working to earn that 4-year scholarship? Then you want to contact KBCSports.com. We can provide recruiting videos for any athlete in any sport. Not only that, but we give you your own recruiting page right on our website. No more mailing DVDs to colleges. Instead, email coaches the link to your personal page. For more information, including pricing, contact us at recruits@kbcsports.com or give us a call 619-677-3246.
A 37-31 lead here with 2:09 left in the third quarter of play. Valentin Escañola alongside Andrew Jensen. Live from the Jenny Craig Pavilion. Inbound comes in for Lincoln on the far side of the court. Cobb pulls up from 15, no good. Rebound off of La Costa Canyon, stays Lincoln ball.
And Lincoln really struggling offensive right now, having a tough time getting the shot to fall. That's why they got to keep taking it to the basket. They just settle for jump shots.
Cobb swings it to Tyree, and that goes off the front iron, no good. And here comes La Costa Canyon. A 2-on-2. Travers goes up, he gets rejected. And back the other way we go. Lincoln pushing, going up, and a foul. Cobb goes up hard and is aggressive going to the basket. He gets fouled. He will be going to the line for 2.
That's what they need to do more of. Keep taking it to the basket, create some contact, get to the free throw line.
Well, Lincoln is great at doing that. Now it's just knocking down these free throw shots.
Ooh.
That one rolled in, out, and then it thought about it for a couple seconds then and then dropped back in.
The lead trimmed back down to 5.
Looked like the ball had a mind of its own on that one. He gets it a drop. Trying to knock this La Costa Canyon lead down to 4 here with this free throw. Second free throw is also good. So the lead back to 4 for La Costa Canyon. Pressure defense here by Lincoln. Going to get it across the timeline, and Travers does. Just in time. Travers slow this down, try to take as much time off the clock as possible. Dribbles in, loses the ball. Coming away, and a double dribble there called. Calling La Costa Canyon. Travers lost the ball, and
yeah, credit the defense for that one.
Gets the turnover there.
Lincoln's defense coming up with a big turnover, and going to get a sub here. Looks like, well, maybe not. Coach Bryant, too late trying to get the sub in.
Going inside, it's Tyree. Tyree puts it off. It's off the front iron, no good. An outlet pass to Travers. Travers 1-on-3, puts it up, no good. And there is Van Dyke, puts it up, no good. Beery gets it off. It goes off its leg. It'll be Lincoln ball.
Travers misses a point-blank, wide-open layup. And you're not going to see that very often.
Well, he had people trailing him. He might have heard footsteps. Was worried more about the defenders than putting the ball in the basket on that one. From the outside, three-pointer, no good for Lincoln. And now Turner goes up, and he gets fouled.
And that's what they need to do more of. Turner is their feisty guy down low that does all the dirty work, and they've kind of forgot about him down there. They need to keep giving it to him, and Jeremiah Turner can definitely do that. And now it's going to come down the free throws for Lincoln here.
First free throw on its way. It's going to be good.
Well, this game has lived up to the expectations to this point. That's for sure.
Second free throw also good.
I think that's Corey Whipple out there.
Pressure defense by Lincoln. Nearly takes it away. Goes back into the hands of Travers as Travers gets it off to Shrigley. Shrigley misses the basket, and coming away with the rebound is Turner.
Now, if you're Lincoln, you hope for one shot here. And I don't know if they're going to, but I think you have to. Don't give La Costa Canyon the opportunity to extend this lead before the end of the quarter.
Well, the shot clock has turned off with 17 seconds left here in the third quarter of play.
Yep, and they throw the ball away. And that possession didn't look good from the start. They're in too much of a hurry. They had plenty of time to just kind of sit back and let the clock run. And they were just no spacing and too much in the rush. And now La Costa Canyon has a chance to add to this lead. when Lincoln should have had the final shot.
Oh, here comes a double team press and an outlet pass and an easy bucket there for Kyle Sackerson for La Costa Canyon. Losing the ball once again, and Shirley pulls up from the outside. Goes out the front iron, no good. It would have been no good anyways, as that went after the buzzer went off. 39-35, LCC leads here after 3 quarters are in the books.
KBCSports.com and Play On Sports Network showcase great high school games every week, and now you can access our content using multiple platforms. Follow us on Facebook, get the latest KBC and Play On news on Twitter, or catch our highlights in high definition on YouTube. All of our content can now link to your favorite social media site. Share all the high school action you see every week, brought to you by your home for high school sports, KBCSports.com and Play On Sports. KBCSports.com will be providing live audio coverage of the state regional basketball championships as well as the finals. March Madness comes to high school basketball in California on March 17th for the regional basketball championships. 4 venues of coverage around the state. Then the following weekend, March 23rd and 24th, it's the California State Basketball Championships. You can catch it all on KBCSports.com, your home for high school sports.
8 minutes left of championship basketball here from the Jenny Craig Pavilion Division II title on the line. The Lincoln Hornets trail LCC by a score of 39-35, and under 1 quarter left. You gotta have your A game here. The team that protects the ball the most and has the least turnovers will probably end up winning this game.
Oh, exactly. And right now you value every possession. You can't take any possessions off and stop settling for jump shots. And if you're the Costa Canyon, you're doing everything right. You just got to start finishing. They've missed a couple down low on the past few minutes that could have extended this lead a little bit. So we'll see what happens. It's definitely shaping up to be an interesting finish.
Well, Lincoln has known for their suffocating defense, pressure defense. They can play man-to-man. They like to play full court press. They play full court press for 2 or 3 quarters if they have to. And so far it's worked. It worked pretty well in that third quarter of play. They pretty much held Shrigley on check the entire time.
Yeah, Shrigley, I mean, he's shown flashes in this game, but for the most part, he's been kind of quiet. It's been the defense that has been kind of what's causing, the troubles on both sides.
Well, Costa Canyon will start off with the possession here, as Travers has it. Now Magnuson on top. The big man trying to get away. And gives it off to Van Dyke. Van Dyke off to Travers. He nearly loses it. They'll go ahead and try to waste as much of the clock as possible. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Shrigley with the ball. Gives it out to Travers. Travers from 22 out. Off the back iron, no good. And Van Dyke comes away with it.
Offensive rebounds. Drive a coach crazy.
Good defense there by Lincoln. Throwing it away.
They have numbers.
Are the Mavericks. 3-on-2. On the go, and unable to come away with it is Whipple.
It's stuff like that that just kills you. You have numbers in a game, in a close game, in a championship game, you have to cash in.
A 3-on-2, and a turnover caused by the Lincoln Hornets. Gives the ball back to the Mavericks here. Travers looking to give off the ball. He does. A pull-up jumper from the outside. Nothing but air ball. Saved, and they knocked out of bounds by Beery off of Whipple. So the ball remains La Costa Canyon Maverick ball.
And look who's coming back in.
And here comes Tyrell.
That's going to
Tyrell
happen.
comes in. Whipple comes out. Travers inbounds the ball to Shrigley. Shrigley being guarded heavily by Tyrell. From the outside, nothing but net. Van Dyke.
You picked the right time to knock down your first bucket of the game.
7-point LCC lead here. As going in, knocked out of bounds by La Costa Canyon. Tyree trying to get some dribble penetration and go for a shot. Bonox gets knocked out of his hands and it goes out of bounds, but it remains Hornet ball. Ball inbound into the near side. Swung. Top of the key inside to Tyree. He goes up for the shot. He's going to get fouled and he'll be going to the line.
That's what they need to do more of. It seems like every time they do that, it leads to either a bucket or free throws.
So Tyrell will be going to the line.
And he's been quiet in this ball game. Been in foul trouble and knocks down the free throw, however.
He picked up his 4th foul with like 5 minutes left in the third quarter of play.
He had a quiet first half, though. Scored only 5 points in that first half, and he that foul trouble definitely has taken him out of his game.
Knocks both of his free throws down. Makes it a 5-point game. Pressure defense, and now timeout called by La Costa Canyon. And Lincoln is so good at doing that.
So stay tuned for the CIF San Diego TV postgame show, where we'll select our player of the game and wrap up all the action from the game as well. This is coming up after the game here on CIF San Diego TV. And KBCSports.com will be providing live audio coverage of the state regional basketball championships as well as the finals. March Madness comes to high school basketball in California on the 17th of March for regional basketball championships. 4 venues of coverage around the state. Then the following weekend, March 23rd and 24th, is the California State Basketball Championships. You can watch it all on KBCSports.com, your home for high school sports.
42-37, LCC leads here. 6:25 left in the game. They have the ball. Lincoln applying that full court press. Something they're very good at. The ball comes into Strigley. And Van Dyke gets it across the timeline. Just in a matter of time. He goes up for the shot. Ball taken away. Taken away by Lincoln.
Lincoln's defense coming up with a steal.
Tyree going up, puts up the shot. He's rejected by Strigley. Ball into the hands of Cobb. Cobb kicks it out to Tyrell out the back. And it's good.
Knocks down a big three-point shot.
A rejection by Strigley into the hands of Cobb. Cobb finds Tyrell in the corner, and he knocks down the 3. 2-point game.
Yeah, Lincoln, it all starts on the defensive side for them.
Now a foul called. Ooh. And that's going to be, I believe, either Turner.
Yeah, it's Turner. Kind of a weird foul when we've seen a lot of contact throughout this whole game, and they call something like that away from the ball, which is going to result in free throws.
Van Dyke will go to the line. La Costa Canyon, a pretty good free throw shooting team. First free throw is good.
And Van Dyke is 4 points here in the fourth quarter. And they lead by 3, so his presence is being felt here.
4 points may be what La Costa Canyon needs to win this game. A close game so far.
And Travers'
second free throw also good.
Been quiet. He had 13 points in the first half, only 2 here in the second half.
Well, this Hornet defense is working pretty well. Cobb with the ball on the near side, giving it off inside. Cobb Turner kicks it out to the smallest guy on the court, and he goes up.
Yeah, and I don't know about that call.
As Spates will go to the line for 2.
Yeah, and you can tell La Costa Canyon fans aren't happy with that one either. As Beery, I don't know about that. Beery's still in. He's like, what did I do? And Spates at the line, shooting 2.
Spates will be shooting 2. Key free throws for both teams here down the stretch.
That's
First
short.
free throw is no good.
And free throws are going to be a factor in this ball game, and whoever can knock them down is going to have an advantage, obviously. And Spates gets the roll on that one.
Well, you hear defense wins championships.
Well, here you go.
Free throws down the stretch wins championships.
That is definitely true.
Travers with the ball has been doing a good job handling the ball at the point guard position here tonight. Behind the back, goes in, dribble penetration, puts up the shot off the backboard,
Tough shot.
good.
And he's working so hard for his shots, and you got to credit Lincoln's defense for that, using all his energy to get a shot off. Tough shot.
Tyrell spin move and puts it up. Nice, pretty shot. And it gets nothing but the bottom of the net. And it is a 1-point ball game. 44-43, LCC leads here from the Jenny Craig Pavilion. You are listening to Division II Championship Basketball on CIF San Diego.tv.
You can watch highlights or replay of today's game in our on-demand section, and you can also buy a DVD or Blu-ray of today's game on CIF San Diego.tv. Click on Buy DVD, and you can order today's game right now. Have a game that lasts a lifetime, brought to you by CIF San Diego.tv.
4:49 left here in the game, Andrew, and a close ball game, 44-43. You see why they missed Tyrell so much in that third quarter of play.
Yeah,
He's starting to get into a little rhythm here in the fourth quarter of play, and that's what you need to have. You're going to have somebody step up and be key. You need to protect the ball in these next 4.5 minutes.
Well, what I would do if I'm La Costa Canyon, whoever Tyrell's guarding, I'm giving them the ball, and I'm making that person go at him to try to foul him out and get him out of the game. And you have the personnel to do it. So just whoever Tyrell is guarding, take it right to him. Make the referee blow the whistle.
Well, they put Tyree on Shrigley and Tyrell on Beery.
And that's probably a good thing because Beery's not really your offensive threat. So let Tyrell just kind of hang back a little bit.
Here's that full court press. Cobb on Travers. Travers gets around Cobb, gets it into the front court. Hands off to Shrigley. Shrigley goes in, pulls it back out. Needs to get off. Finds the cutting Travers. Travers was going in and then gets pushed out. And it's going to be a foul. That was a good call. The fans don't like it on this side of the court there, Andrew, but he was shoved out of bounds.
And that's going to send Travers to the line.
One and one. His front end is good.
And Travers, that's his first point since early in the third quarter. And here we are midway through the fourth.
Travers' second free throw also good. So a 3-point ball game. Plenty of basketball left here with 4:20 left in this game. Nice move there by Tyree. Kicks it out instead. Into Turner. Turner throws it on the inside. That was a bad pass.
Yeah, I don't know who he was looking at there. He just threw it to nobody. There's two players from La Costa Canyon sitting there. Not a black jersey in sight.
Van Dyke will give it back to Travers. Travers will go ahead and reset this Maverick offense. Trying to work off a pick from his big man, Magnuson. Rolls to the left. Kicks it out. Shrigley. Shrigley goes in, puts in the shot, puts it off the backboard. No good. And Beery goes up, and the ball gets knocked down. No travel call. So they tapped it off his hands. And now Magnuson will go ahead and give it off back to Travers.
And right now, La Costa Canyon will just milk a little bit more clock here.
Costa Canyon has been trying to slow the pace of this game down. Magnuson going in, puts up the shot, no good. Rebound, Lincoln.
Lincoln has numbers if they push.
Tyree pushing up forward.
That's
Tyrell goes up, and that's a charge, and that's Tyrell's fifth.
That's the right call. That's the right call.
That's Tyrell's fifth foul. The Hornets will have to win this game if they're going to win without Tyrell Robinson.
And that's big. And you got to credit Travers as well for taking that charge, and that was definitely the right call. There was no ifs, ands, or buts about that. And Tyrell is out, and that's going to be a painful 3 minutes and 10 seconds for him, knowing he can't do anything to help his team.
Well, Lincoln known for playing aggressive defense. Aggressive defense will either do one or two things. It's either going to get you those turnovers and put you in a good spot, or it's going to make you have players with a lot of foul trouble coming into the second half of the game, and that's exactly what happened to Tyrell.
Exactly, and he's out for 3-10, and that's a huge blow, and especially because he was really starting to feel it there in this fourth quarter. He had 7 points, and now he is out. Someone else is going to have to step up because now La Costa Canyon is going to focus on Tyree, and they can put all their energy towards him, someone else is going to have to step up here.
Well, the sophomore Corey Whipple checked in for Tyrell for a while there in that third quarter of play. Had a couple mishandles on the ball. So he's going to have to find a way. Coach Bryant has done this before. They are defending champions for a reason, Andrew. And one of the reasons why is because of coaching.
Oh, yeah.
Coach Bryant knows what he's doing.
And we got 3:10 here. That's an eternity of time in a three-point ball game. And they just got to keep doing it on the defensive side.
So defense is going to play a big factor here in this last 3:10 left in the game.
And keep in mind, we got to start thinking who we might have for our player of the game here on either side. And obviously a lot can happen in the next 3 minutes to dictate that. But
tough decisions to make here, Andrew.
There's a lot of people that you can give the vote to. I mean, Travers had that huge first half, but it's been kind of quiet here in the second half. Shrigley has just been, he started out hot in the third quarter, but it's been quiet since the beginning of that quarter. And really, it could go, it's a tough call.
Could go either way.
Yeah. And no one else has done anything really for La Costa Canyon offensively.
While sticking to that pressure defense is Coach Bryant. Go ahead and put some pressure on him. That's Travers bringing the ball into the front court. Shrigley with the ball now on the left wing.
Uh-oh.
Giving it off. Van Dyke from the outside. No good. Rebound up for grabs and an over-the-back call on Beery.
That looked good from Van Dyke's hand.
Van Dyke had an open look from the outside. Pulled up from about 22 and just gets the back.
He thought he had it, too. I thought he had it. He's one of those players you want on your team. He knows his role. He doesn't really try. He knows he's not going to score 20 a game, but he's just hard-nosed defensively, can score when he needs it. And it's kind of one of those pesky players.
Running the ball screen was Lincoln there, and Tyree travels with the ball.
And just turnovers like that are unforced absolutely kill you.
Got to get the ball in, Magnuson. And he does. Gets it into Van Dyke. On the go, Travers. Ball will be taken away by Lincoln. Nice job by Cobb. Cobb gives it off to Tyree. He goes up and he puts it in.
Man, they make that look easy.
That's transition offense for Lincoln. They will beat you every single time. They have numbers. They're going to score. 1 point lead for the LCC and a timeout called by the Mavericks.
Full timeout. This is going to come down to whoever has the ball last. I just have that feeling it's going to be one of those games.
Division II championship basketball here on CIF San Diego.tv. La Costa Canyon leads by 1.
Want to have your game broadcast live on the internet and be able to watch it again and again on demand while making money for your sports program? Want to give your students the opportunity to create their own broadcast for your school's athletic events? Then contact us at info@kbcsports.com. We offer season packages for schools, a full curriculum for your students, and an opportunity to raise up to $10,000 for your sports program. Again, that's info@kbcsports.com, or give us a call, 619-677-3246.
Plenty of basketball left, 2:16 left in the game, and it's a 1 point lead here for La Costa Canyon. They lead 46-45. And it's going to be an interesting 2.2 and 16 seconds of basketball, especially because no Tyrell on the Lincoln side, but we see that defensively they are defensively sound, and they can go ahead and pull this one out.
Oh, yeah. But that's a big blow, not having one of your best players, Tyrell Robinson, not only best player scoring-wise, but one of your best defensive players. That's a huge blow.
Inbound will come from Van Dyke. Gets it into the big man Magnuson, back to Van Dyke. La Costa Canyon wants the ball in Travers' hands. He's been handling the ball for La Costa Canyon nicely all night tonight. As he's looking for cutting Shrigley. Shrigley one-on-one against Tyree. Goes up, pulls up for the jumper, and he knocks it down.
Oh, that's a tough shot. That is a tough shot.
Lincoln pushing back the other way. Nice job on transition from the outside, off the front iron, no good. Rebound and out of bounds on La Costa Canyon. It'll remain Lincoln ball.
And now Coach Bryant, I believe, wants to talk it over. Another timeout. Man, Shrigley, that was just a man shot on that side.
You see the reason why he's a Division I recruit heading to San Diego State next year. San Diego State is a lucky basketball program. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah, and you had a feeling he's been quiet here for the most part in this game. He's had some shots, but you had a feeling he was going to hit a big shot in this one, and that one sure was big, bringing it back up to a 3-point lead. If he misses that shot and Lincoln gets a rebound, they can take a lead with the bucket. Instead, he ensures that Lincoln or La Costa Canyon has that 3-point insurance.
And a good timeout called there by Coach Bryant. His team takes a quick 3-point shot with 1:40 left. You don't need a quick 3. You need a quick 2, get back on defense, get a stop, and you can come back for another 2 and take the lead. Plenty of time left here to go ahead and try to get a couple baskets. So with 1:40 left here in the game, La Costa Canyon trying to hold on to a 3-point lead. It's going to be Lincoln ball, and they'll be inbounding under their own court. It's a good timeout. You can design a play, come in and execute the play exactly the way it was drawn up.
Let's see what they do coming out of a timeout. This is big.
Now Tyree will go ahead and reset the offense here as he pulls it a little bit back. Going to work off a screen. Gets the screen. Comes inside, attacks the basket, puts it up, no good. Rebound. Up for grabs, and rebound Magnuson. And now a turnover. And then throwing it in and on the ground, finally coming away with it. And now from the outside, Tyree, no good.
Oh, that would have got this crowd going. And there's a foul on the rebound, which is going to result in free throws for Shrigley.
1:09 left.
I believe that's 4 on Jeremiah Turner, so that's your big man with 4 fouls. And that was not a very smart foul at that. You foul way on the other end of the basket, and now Shrigley at the line can get points out of it.
So you send Shrigley to the line. Shrigley looking to make this a 2-possession ball game with 1:09 left. Shrigley's first free throw is no good. Can still make this a 4-point game, a 2-possession game with 1:09 left. Second free throw good.
2-possession game. Lincoln still plenty of time.
Plenty of time. You still don't need a 3. You can get a quick 2. Going inside, Tyree puts it up. No good. Misses the layup, and then the putback. And there's Tyree to go ahead and put up the turn or miss.
And I believe Lincoln will call a timeout to get their defense set. So 2-point game, 52.9. Don't need the foul. Still plenty of time to get a stop and have a final crack at it.
Oh, a great crowd on our hands here from the Jenny Craig Pavilion as people head from the North County down south. People from Lincoln head up a little bit north. Meet about halfway.
It's probably pretty much, a little bit closer to Lincoln, I would say. Definitely closer to Lincoln, but
a great venue for high school basketball. Very intimate. Everybody sits close.
And people standing behind us. There's really just scattered seats available here and there, and the game has been cracked up what is everybody was expecting. All year long, everybody kept talking about these two teams, and they're fighting for position. Here they are, 52 seconds remaining, and LCC has a 2-point lead. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that.
Top-seeded LCC taking on the number 2-seeded Lincoln Hornets as they lead by 2 here. So a full-court press put on by Lincoln. Travers with the ball, and he'll try to bring it across the midcourt. And it looked like he's going to, and we have a whistle on the floor.
Stoppage of play. And I don't know what's going on. Referees are discussing something.
The
Something
shot
might not
clock.
be wrong with the clock.
Clock didn't start. So we're looking at the clock.
Coach Bryant is asking and the coaching staff is asking. Travers was pushing off when he was dribbling up, and they're trying to get an explanation on it, but the referee's not going to make that call in this situation unless it is completely obvious.
Well, the chance on both sides of for both teams here. And we'll see what they got here going on, but there's a discussion going on in midcourt. Yeah. They're trying to sort this out. They're going to go ahead and call everybody over. Try to figure this out.
Yeah, I don't know why this is such a...
I'm seeing 47.6 seconds left.
Well, I think it went out on this far basket.
So they're going to reset the clock. We'll see what the officials wait to do. But a crucial 47.6 seconds left. It's a one-possession game. LCC has the ball, and they lead by 2. If you're Coach Bryant, what are you telling your players right now, Andrew?
Don't foul. I mean, once they get this organized, there's going to be about a 15-second or so differential between the game and shot clock. And you're only down 2. You don't want to foul right now and send them to the line and try to push it back to a 2-possession game. Keep playing tough defense. Do not foul. And box out. You got to box out. That's the biggest thing. You don't want to give them any second opportunities on a shot.
Make sure you get the rebound.
Get the rebound, secure the rebound. That is number one. And then if they do happen to get an offensive rebound, you have to foul.
The 2-time defending champions, the Lincoln Hornets, looking to three-peat here. They are down by 2. As La Costa Canyon will be inbounding the ball from midcourt.
And they're still trying to get this situated.
The chance has started on both sides. Let's go Mavericks, let's go. And then let's go Hornets on this side. Great high school atmosphere.
And this is what it's all about right here. And again, both these teams, win or lose, obviously they want to win. Obviously, no arguing that. But win or lose, they still get to move on in the state tournament. And both these teams are going to be a team to be reckoned with. That is for sure, regardless who comes out on top here.
So they are trying to figure out something on the scoreboard. They keep pointing up to the scoreboard.
Well, and now it looks like they're going to finally get play resumed.
So play will resume. Magnuson to inbound the ball for the Mavericks. He gets it in, and it goes to Travers. Travers pressured by Cobb. Cobb has caused a couple of turnovers already today.
Just got to keep playing good solid D, and Shrigley, I have a feeling, is going to take this shot.
Back to Travers. Travers goes in. He leans in with his shoulder, and he gets called for the charge.
And that's what they're looking for. Now, if you're Lincoln, decision time. You can hold for the final shot. You go for the win or you go for the tie. But I think regardless, you got to shoot with at least 5 or 6 seconds left so you have at least a chance at a rebound and a putback.
Well, I think you're going to go ahead and walk it up to half court, call a timeout.
And this is why Coach Bryant he's getting paid the big bucks down there for decisions
everybody
like
on
this.
their feet.
I'm going to have to get
Lincoln,
on my feet now.
21 seconds left. To the outside, pulling in, inside. Ball will be turned over. Timeout called by La Costa Canyon on a turnover.
But I don't know about that. You're not allowed to call a timeout when you're in the air. That rule is taken away. You have to have actual possession of it. He called timeout when he was in the air. That shouldn't be a timeout.
He's saying, my bad,
Yeah,
Lincoln ball.
Yeah, you can't call a timeout when you're in the air. They took that rule back. You have to have feet down. And a good job by good officiating there. They got together and discussed it, got the call right. That's all you can ask for.
Watch Coach Bryant.
Oh, that's the right call.
He walked over to the free throw line and was like, hey, that's not a timeout. He was out of bounds.
Now they're going to call a timeout, but that's the right call. You can't call a timeout unless you have both feet on the ground and have full possession.
Well, with 15.5 seconds left, you have to go with at least 5-6 seconds left on the clock. Put up the shot so you can have a second opportunity to try to put the putback up.
Exactly. I think you have to shoot it with, like you said, 5 or 6 seconds. So that way, if you miss, you have a chance for an offensive rebound and put it back. Question is, do you go for the win or you go for the tie at this point? I think right now, you have one of your best players fouled out. I might go for the win. That's just me.
You're a gambling man.
I think you have to. I mean, you go to overtime, you have 2 great players on the other end. Not to say the rest of Lincoln's players aren't great, but one of your best players is gone. And then you'd have to play 5 minutes without him. And I mean, obviously, if there's an open 2, you take it. But if you're going to set up a play, I think you set up for the win. That's what I would do. Get out of here with the win.
Can the Lincoln Hornets three-peat? They won 2 years in a row. 2009, 2010, 2011. Can they do it in 2012?
Man.
That is a question.
And
we are 15.5 seconds away from finding out the truth. Costa Canyon, they came in here with a 30-2 record, folks. Number 1 seed, number 1 ranking in the region.
I wonder what Coach Bryant drew up in that huddle there.
And they are up by 2.
And they got to get the ball inbound. They're inbounding it from a tough spot, too, from underneath the basket here. So first and foremost, they got to get the ball in bounds before you start worrying about anything. And they're having a tough, there they get it in.
All right, it comes into Cobb. So Cobb has it with 10 seconds. He's got to go. Gives it to Tyree. Tyree from the outside. He's going to drive in. Goes up, puts up the shot, and he goes in!
And we're going to go to overtime. They call a timeout with 1.4 remaining.
1.7 seconds left. Tyree gets the penetration and puts it up and in. Make it 1.4 seconds remaining.
Well, the referees are discussing how much time. They're putting 2 on right now. The referees say 2 seconds. They're putting 2 seconds on. That's plenty of time. They're going to draw up a play here. I can see it right now. They're drawing up a Christian Leitner type pass. Shrigley's going to catch it and turn around, and we'll see what happens.
Oh, memories.
That's a Christian Leitner play right here. The exact same amount of time. Watch.
2 seconds left, 49-49, folks. Tie ball game. Division II title on the line. Crowd on their feet. We're on our feet. People behind us are on their feet.
What you do right now, this is what you do right now. You have to put your tallest defender on the inbound pass. Do not give him a clear look and all day to throw it. Get your best defender in his face. That way he can't find it and heave it. Make it as difficult as possible to get it to an open man.
If you're Coach Bryant, you want to tell your players, put your hand in their face.
Do not foul.
Do not foul. 2 seconds left. They got to heave it up.
Yeah.
Do not foul.
This game has been everything it's been hyped up to be. And, you know, I've seen a lot of basketball games over the year, a lot. And this game is up there. And
on the inbound, Jensen, you want to get a player going in the direction of the basket to make sure they catch it on the run to be able to get down court and be able to get the ball off.
And they are putting the man on the ball, which is smart. Don't give him a free look. You're allowed to run.
Goes into Travers. Travers from 3-4 in. Off the front of the iron. Nearly goes in. Oh, my goodness. That almost came in.
That was right on target. Right on target, just short.
And a regulation, 49-49 tie ball game. You are listening to CIF San Diego.TV Division II Championship Basketball.
But I'll tell you, we'll keep it right here. The advantage, I think, now going to overtime still has to be the LCC. You have your 2 best players on the court still. However, momentum is with Lincoln right now. So we'll see. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting
overtime.
And Shrigley's been quiet for the most part in this ball game. And I think this is his time to wake up and do something about it.
4-minute overtime will determine who wins the Division II title. The Mavericks were up by as much as 7 points. Lincoln knocked that down and came back to tie the game with 2 seconds left. They put 2 seconds on the clock. And Travers nearly knocks it down from 3/4 of the court down. Amazing.
That only would have been fitting. If that would have went in, I wouldn't have been shocked. The way this game has gone.
People were starting to get up and start walking to the top of the rails thinking, this game might be over. Well, folks, we got a lot of people standing, a lot of people on the rails.
Well, keep in mind also,
they're not going anywhere.
Keep in mind the big man, Jeremiah Turner for Lincoln, has 4 fouls right now as well. So one more foul, he's out of here. And that means your big guy's gone, and you already have Tyrell out of the game. So right now, if you're La Costa Canyon, just keep driving it inside. I wouldn't be settling for jump shots from La Costa Canyon. I'm giving it to Strigley, and I'm letting them take it in every time.
Or if you're Lincoln, you want to go ahead and stay aggressive to the basket. That's something that we talked about at the beginning of the second half here, Andrew, is the fact that they weren't as aggressive as they should have been in that first half. They come in aggressive on defense, going to the rack, like they know how to do.
And what got them to overtime was taking it in.
Got them back into this game as they control the tip here in overtime.
Nice
going
pass.
inside, and rejected on the inside was Milifanwu.
That was a good pass. He's got to finish that, though. He has to go up stronger.
And the "You Got Swatted" chant starts on the student section of La Costa Canyon as Strigley goes up for the shot, and Magnuson comes away with the rebound. What a battle, big man.
And you can't box him out. I mean, he's by far the biggest guy on the court. And that's just an advantage LCC has. Travers, tough shot. Got it.
Travers from the outside knocks it down.
The second chance on that offensive rebound.
Cobb brings the ball up for Lincoln. Gives it off to Tyree Robinson. Now back.
Off that's a moving screen, and Turner's out. That's 5 on Turner. He is out of there.
That's going to be his 5th.
And that's a big blow because he's your guy, your horse down low that can fight and pull down boards and kind of do the dirty work. And he is out. And now you're going to be by far undermanned.
Steve Martin checks in for Lincoln. So now Melifonwu is going to be stuck with the big duty, trying to box out and trying to contain the big man, Magnuson. Two-point ball game here. 2:53 left in this overtime period. LCC with the ball. They got Berry down low. Nobody saw him as he was slashing to the basket. Travers goes around a screen.
Another moving screen on Magnuson.
Moving screen on Magnuson. So going to be a turnover for La Costa Canyon. Give it back to Lincoln. Somehow these teams managed to go ahead and give the ball back to each other and try to stay in this ball game.
And that's 4 fouls on Magnuson, too, which is huge. You get him out of there, and all of a sudden the lane opens up for your slashes for Lincoln to drive in.
Well, somebody's going to have to step up for Lincoln here in this overtime period as Cobb almost loses the handling. He does. Outlet pass to Beery. Beery gives it off to Strigley. He goes up and he gets fouled.
Strigley at the line with 2. And Tyree picks up his 3rd.
So Strigley at the line for 2. Knocks down the first one. Strigley looks like he's very, very quiet on the court, yet he does so much.
Yeah, it looks like he lets his game do the talking. He just kind of does his thing.
Knocks down the second one. It's a 4-point ball game.
And Lincoln yet to score.
Tyree looking for penetration, trying to get in. He gets double team, triple team, puts up the shot, in and out, no good. And then a rebound and a foul will go against Tyree.
No, I think that's going against
Beery.
Is that Magnuson?
No, that's Beery.
Yeah, that's Magnuson. He's out. Oh, wait, it is Beery. Okay, I thought you put it 5.
And that was Beery. So on the putback, he got fouled. He go to the line for 2.
Yeah.
First free throw, no good. You got to knock down free throws down the stretch if you want to win.
Especially trailing by 4 with about 2 minutes to go.
La Costa Canyon did a good job in that second half. Second free throw off the front end, no good.
2 big misses.
And a foul.
Another moving screen.
That's the third time that he got it.
Elbow.
It was a push off there. He's been doing that all game. Hasn't been called. They finally called it.
Oh, the only reason they called that, too, is because Coach Bryant is kind of making a big deal about it there at the end of regulation. And the referee made the call.
Tyree double teamed. Giving it off to Cobb. Cobb pulls up from 18. Off the backboard, knock it down.
Brings it back to 2.
Nice shot there by Cobb. 1:37 left here in this overtime period.
And they want to
And a
talk it
timeout.
over.
Timeout called by LCC. This is Division II Championship basketball here on CIF San Diego.tv.
Today's broadcast is brought to you by the San Diego Hall of Champions. The Hall of Champions, located in Balboa Park, is the nation's largest multi-sport museum with 3 levels of memorabilia and 68,000 square feet of space. It's also a great place to host your next big event. For more information, visit the Hall of Champions online at sdhoc.com. And today's game is also being brought to you by Susan Cooper Photography, the official photographer for the CIF San Diego section. Susan Cooper Photography provides quality team and action photos and can also provide trophies and fundraising options all in one package. To have them come out to your event, contact Susan Cooper Photography at 619-501-7128 or visit them online at susancooperphotography.com.
1:33 left here in the overtime period. La Costa Canyon leads by 2. Valentin Escanuela alongside Andrew Jensen live from Torero Stadium here on the campus of the University of San Diego. The Jenny Craig Pavilion, a great place to have high school basketball, especially championship basketball.
Here we go, coming out of the timeout.
Inbound goes into Travers in the backcourt as he crosses the timeline. And Lincoln putting a little bit of pressure on the ball.
Oh.
And a foul called away from the ball.
And that's going to result in free throws.
That was against Spates. It's going to put Van Dyke on the line. A 2-point ball game, and you put somebody on the free throw with 1:20 left.
Yeah, and away from the play. It makes it even harder to swallow if you're Lincoln.
First free throw is no good.
That's 2 shots.
Was it a 1-and-1?
Yeah, no, it's 2 shots. So Van Dyke misses the first of 2. So make or miss, it's still only going to be a 1-possession game.
Well, this game shaped out to be exactly what everybody was expecting, the 1 versus the 2. You can't ask for anything more. Overtime here. 53-51, LCC second free throw is good.
And Van Dyke knocks them both down. He has been big here in the fourth quarter and in overtime, kind of giving them an extra spark.
Tyree would bring the ball up for the Lincoln Hornets. Nice crossover dribble, puts it up off the back iron, no good. Put back, no good. Rebound, Magnuson.
Well, you talked about it earlier in the broadcast about kind of being fatigued. I think we're seeing that now. They're left it all out on the court. Normally, you're going to see Tyree make that shot, and you could tell he just went in there and normally he makes that shot. He just put a little bit more on it than he might have wanted to.
Under a minute left, and La Costa looks to go ahead and try to run the clock down here, the shot clock.
If they get a bucket here, it's going to be tough for Lincoln. Make it a 2-possession game with under 40 seconds at this point.
La Costa leads by 3. He puts it up. It's going to be swatted, and he gets fouled on the way in.
On Cobb.
Or Travers has been a very, very good weapon for La Costa Canyon here tonight.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what.
I think if they hold on to this lead, I think he would be our vote
for player of the game.
And now he's knocking down some big free throws. A big one there to make it a 2-possession game.
Setting the offense, running the offense. Knocks the first one down. The second shot on its way is going to be also good. 2-possession game. It's a 5-point lead here for La Costa Canyon as Lincoln looks to shoot. Tyree off the back iron, no good. He gets the rebound and he gets fouled.
And he'll head to the line.
Not a good foul by LCC because you stop the clock and you go ahead and send him to the line. Now Lincoln has to go ahead and make them.
Yeah, exactly. That's the key is you got to make them. And then if you do, you have a chance to set up your defense. And that's Magnuson, so he's out of there.
Magnuson's 5th. So now if somehow Lincoln can manage to put a run together here and tie this game up and you go to a second overtime, I think it favors Lincoln now that Magnuson is out.
But then you can just drive in. because the big man in the middle is not there anymore, but
gets the first one.
They got to knock the second free throw down and then get a stop and then hit a three. It looks like a lot of Lincoln people are leaving, which is kind of surprising.
Second free throw upcoming here for Tyree. Also good. So he knocks on both. Here comes the pressure by Lincoln. He can run off 10 seconds. Ball goes in. Goes into Barry. He goes up. He misses the layup. And then a tie-up, and he gets it off. He's got to go with 17 seconds. From the outside. No good. Rebound. And he's going to say timeout called.
Yeah, timeout.
Timeout called. With 9.4 seconds left.
Wow.
A 3-point ball game.
Missed the layup down there. That would have iced it. Now, here's the thing. I think you take the three, obviously. You need the three. You take it with about 3 or 4 seconds left, or at least 5 seconds, so maybe you have a chance to get the rebound, kick out. And there goes the "I believe we will win" chant.
Barry had the put-away layup.
That would have been the dagger at that point.
And he missed it.
And credit the rebound from Lincoln, and then they went to the ground with it. And
didn't manage. He managed not to travel and get it off. And get it off.
Here's where Lincoln is kind of, they're great in every aspect. This is kind of their one down thing, is they really don't have a true go-to three-point shooter. And that's really, talking to Robert, the assistant coach over there, I mean, that's the one thing that they really do lack. Corey Whipple, he can shoot it. Obviously, Tyree can shoot it, but I would say those two, and Cobb, I guess, would be the other one. But they're capable of making it, but they're not like true three-point shooters.
And Spates hit one already today, so look for Spates to possibly also get his hands on that in that mix.
But I'm willing to bet Tyree is going to take this shot.
I'm willing to bet that they're going to double-team Tyree.
And if that's the case, then Tyree needs to find someone's going to be open. And if he's open, you got to find him. And whether that be Spates or Whipple or whoever it is, you got to knock it down.
If you are La Costa Canyon, you are going to guard that perimeter because you will give up the 2 in this case. You do not want to give up the 3. Guard the 3 and don't foul. Inbound play to come in.
They got to get it inbounds.
It's going to go to Cobb. Cobb, with 7 seconds left, will give it off from the outside. He gets fouled on the way out. He gets fouled with 3.9 seconds left.
And on top of that, it almost went in.
And it almost went in. And now he's got to make 3 free throws. Tyree, possibly the 3 biggest free throws of his high school career. It's going to get loud in here, folks. And there goes the crowd for La Costa Canyon. First one is good.
And wow, I have no words to describe.
Second free throw.
Oh,
off the front iron, no good.
Now they got to miss it on purpose.
3.9 seconds left. You got to miss it on purpose and get the rebound.
Free throws. Free throws, free throws, free throws. They had a chance to tie it up.
They got to miss it here and get the rebound and put the putback.
And the key is you have to wait before he hits the rim, so you can't have a violation.
Got a foul. They're going to put some time back.
Yeah, and Shrigley is at the line. All he has to do is make 2. If he makes 2, it's over, basically.
He missed it. He was trying to get it to come out the front iron and get it to drop.
I think, that's tough.
And I think if you're Shrigley, you make 1 and then you go ahead and you knock the other one off the rim.
How much time do they have? That 2
They
seconds?
only got 2
point
seconds.
2.
There's got to be more time.
There
left.
has to be more than that.
2.1.
There we go. I think if that was the case, if he made that last one and then you foul, you still have a chance for a 3, but he did the right thing. You definitely have to try to miss and get the rebound. And Shrigley is 1 free throw away from icing this for La Costa Canyon.
First free throw is good. 3-point game. One possession game to make it 2. Got it. La Costa Canyon looks like they will win this Division II title here today. Shot is up and no good, and LCC wins it. Division II champions here from the Jenny Craig Pavilion as they win this one 58-54 over the Lincoln Hornets. Well, folks, we're going to step away for just a moment and come back with our player of the game interview here as you're listening to Division II Championship Basketball here on CIF San Diego.tv.
Fourth and 10 from the 41-yard line for St. Augustine. Kennedy dropping back to pass. Looking left, firing, incomplete, intended for Noland. No penalty flags on the field. Mar Vista will take over on downs, and Jordan Lertique will take that knee. And the Mar Vista Mariners knock off the number 2 seeded St. Augustine Saints at Mesa College in a dominating performance on both sides of the football for Mar Vista. They trailed 14-0 and came back.
Again, down 2-0, facing adversity, and they've really just turned the table around since game number 3. Set an attack, great block made back inside the Maverick zone. A chance there by Bosback back inside the Maverick zone. Ball attacked there by Bosback, a second opportunity by Bosback. Lip violation call. It's over the neck call. Oh my goodness! Bosback reached over on the attack. A Maverick error wraps up the title for the Presentation Panthers. A 15-9 victory in game number 5, and they wrap it up coming back from 2-0 down match-wise and take it 3 games to 2.
36-35 and driving, and oh, baby! Shrigley with the jam, and it was with emphasis. And it's the foul, and listen to these fans.
Do you know who's standing up right behind us? Tony Bland, who is the head recruiter for San Diego State. I think he's drooling. Somebody get that man a napkin.
Quick score on this drive. There goes a handoff to Zeller, trying to go straight ahead, but he is met by Wall. Now he breaks out to the outside, gets across the 30, 35, on the right, 40, midfield. He's running down the sidelines. He's going to go all the way as he's at the 10, 5, touchdown. Patrick Zeller he stood up at the line of scrimmage and broke out to his left to the far sidelines, and he was in a foot race, and he went all the way for the touchdown. Broke a tackle and made it nice and showed his speed as he got outside for the touchdown.
Back in the backfield to the left is Campbell. Hernandez takes the snap, play action to Campbell. Looks down the field. Now here comes the pressure. He's going to be hit. He breaks the tackle, rolls left. Now he's going to cut upfield. He's going to break another tackle, and then another tackle down the sideline. Gets a block inside the 5. What a touchdown! Hernandez goes 33 yards in spectacular fashion, breaking 4 tackles along the way, including 2 in the backfield, and Hilltop has tied this one up at 29.
And reasonably so. He's been doing a good job of leading this offense. Looking for his first touchdown pass of the season for Ray Hudson. And Ray Hudson gets both feet inside the end zone. Touchdown, Foothill.
Like you said earlier, 6'2" body frame, and can probably, what we just saw there was getting Randy Moss, was what we call getting Moss. Clearly just leaped over the defender there, landed both feet in bounds.
Grant with a big, strong defensive rebound. He brings it back down the floor again, and another slam dunk. Jeremy Grant can run the point, and he can fly. Huge dunk, 2 big dunks in the last minute.
Bullard trying to close it out. Deep ball, up in the air, Cram. Bringing it back, Arbizo. Cram over in 3, free opportunity. Look for Rodabaugh, no, pass middle, Weimer.
Ball game.
25-19. Foothill wins it 3-1.
Because this kid has definitely proven that he can make things happen here in this ballgame.
They will go with him. Bula Graft on a stretch run, just breaking tackles. The little man is in the clear to Tory territory. The 25, the 20, the 10, the 5. Touchdown Knights. What a run, the freshman, Bula Graft.
Ooh, I tell you what. There were at least 3 times on that run that he should have gone down or he should have been wrapped up. Missed tackles there cost La Jolla Country Day as Bula Graft, the freshman running back for Bishops, is able to take it in. And that was a determined run there, Andy, by.
So 1st and 10. Brandon Lewis in the shotgun. Has time to throw. And he'll fire, and he has a man diving catch. Did he hold on to it? He did. What a catch from Kendall Keys. And that may be the KBC Sports Player of the Week.
What a catch he laid himself out there, and a great throw, as you said. Read it nicely, did Lewis, and really caught his receiver on the go, and just kind of put it out there right on the outstretch of his fingertips. He laid out, and he made it.
He might be called upon to make a crucial kick. 2nd down and 8 after the 2-yard gain on the receiver screen. And Paulson fires across the right seam for Jack Finney, who makes the catch. Stiffs arms the defender at the 50 and is finally brought down at the Amador Valley 45-yard line. Flags flying late on the play. Go for it. 4th and 3. They figure 3 is easier to get than the field goal at this point. And it's Paulson looking for Finney. Right seam, touchdown. Jack Finney makes the catch. Bounces off a defender. A 23-yard pass and catch from Paulson to Finney. And the Foothill Falcons are back out in front.
They certainly are. Finney lining up at tight end. I had a feeling that Paulson was going to look right side there as Chase Miller was lined up, receiver far side, but instead it was Finney straight to the post, and Paulson picks him out in stride again. The 3rd catch on the drive for Finney.
Give it to Tyree on an exchange against the zone, do a little 3-man weave. This is Tyrell back with it. Tyrell's going to go lob backdoor. Tyree Robinson with a flush.
Now that was nice. Very nice design play.
Uwaba back there. Bogart takes a snap. He's going to run the play. He's going to throw. He's got a man open at the 10. It's underthrown. It's incomplete. No, or is it caught? It is a catch. Wow, juggling catch inside the 5-yard line. Moliga. Was that Moliga pulling that one in? It is Moliga. Boy, that ball was deflected by one of the Falcons, and then Moliga, he lands on the ground and pulls it in. What a catch.
Set up with 3 men in the backfield, back to the wing. This time inside counter to Telefaro. No, they're going to throw this one. He's got a man open. And what a catch! What a grab by tight end Joe Gigantino. He must have bobbled that ball 4 times in the air, and he was actually tipped by the defender and had the presence of mind to keep his concentration and make the grab. Unbelievable catch. And the ball at the 29-yard line of the Eagles, and you can see the defense, they're still bewildered. How did he come up with that grab?
Unfazed, even with 2 defenders around him and 4 big. That's so unconventional for a guy to handle the ball so well. January with a one-hand jam.
He was not going to be denied there. Coming over was Milmo.
Bradshaw Christian's going to bring the starting unit out on the field one more time just to take a knee. 10 seconds left. They better hurry it up. Actually, they're going to try a field goal. For Lawson, they're going to run out of time. Are they going to take? There's a snap, and they aren't even going to get the kickoff. They tried to hustle Lawson out there for a field goal opportunity to see if they could get her one, but it does not matter. They don't get the punt off in time. Drew Rickert just got the Gatorade shower on the sideline. Bradshaw Christian is your winner, 62-6. The final score. They are your D6 titleists this year. Here in 2000.
5 seconds left. Clock winding down.
Poway has won the title. 56-0 over the Vista Panthers. The championship goes to Poway.
Well, your double wing T option offense down by 5. They're going to have to spread it out. They go with 3 receivers to the near side. That's the short side. 1 solo left. Back to throw. McHugh under pressure. Rolls out of it. Now he's dumped and dropped. And that's the last thing they could handle. And that's not what they could do. Bellarmine now can't stop the clock. 4, 3, and that is going to do it. Santa Margarita, coming back from the dead, has won the Division I State Bowl Championship 42-37 in an improbable comeback against Bellarmine of San Jose. And the Bellarmine players on the field, on their knees, just absolutely dejected after playing just a gut-wrenching football game.
About how he was going to throw the football on this play, and Westlake might have been daring him to do so. Just joking, though, folks. Peros is going to take a knee. He does. That's going to wrap it up. Well, I'll tell you what. Westlake had an outstanding year. They win the Southern Section title, never easy. They went 14-0 coming in. They're going to finish 14-1. And there is no shame in losing to the De La Salle Spartans. De La Salle wins at 35-0. KBCSports.com postgame show. Nina Holmes to serve. Needs a good one. Serve is over. Back in one. Off Panthers. Here's the chance. Peterson outside. Kuntz up in the air. Holmes brings it back.
What a save.
Free opportunity for the Wolves. Peterson to Brown on the slide.
There it is. What a game. Lots of emotions.
The Shasta Wolves have won their first championship since 1999. 34 seconds to go. There's the snap. The knee for Sierra Canyon. They actually don't have to snap the football again. 25 seconds.
Back here on CIF San Diego.tv with our post-game show and our player of the game, David Travers, 21 points, a big win for you guys. You guys defeat Lincoln 58-54. Talk about this win, man. I mean, 4 seniors on your starting squad. What does this mean to your squad?
Yeah, it's definitely a great win for us. I mean, right now our next goal is to try to go out and win state and to come in here in a packed gym and be able to execute against Lincoln, who has great ball pressure. It's definitely a big win for us, and we know moving forward we're going to see the same thing.
Now, coming in here, you knew that they were the 2-time defending champions. You knew you're going to have a tough time. What did you guys do to prepare for this game tonight?
Oh, we had so much preparation. I mean, we came in, we knew each player's weakness, their strengths, and all that. And I mean, we definitely went through a lot of film. I know me and Coach Cassaw both went through tons of film. And we really just came in and we adjusted our play so that it was easier to execute against them.
Now, first half, you had a great start, man. You got off to a hot start. Your teammates, they're a little struggling from the outside. You kind of took over. You ran the point really, really well, or you ran the offense really, really well. What happened in that first half that kind of made you want to, do more than you had to?
Well, I mean, just watching film from the night before, I knew that we were going to be able to attack the gaps right away, and then I knew if I was aggressive from the start and was able to get some easy points, and eventually they'd have to collapse, and then we could get an outside scoring going, and we could get cutters and stuff like that. So I think, I mean, that's why I was so aggressive at the start.
How does this win prepare you for the state tournament?
Oh, I mean, I think we're ready. I mean, I think we're going to go in there and we're going to surprise some teams, and I'm excited to see who we're going to play because we got a great team. We got 4 seniors, like you said, and we're ready to go. We're ready to try to win this state.
Now, I got to ask this question all the time, man. Division II champions. What do you guys do to celebrate tonight?
Oh, I really don't know. Go to Disneyland?
Go to Disneyland. There you go, guys. Our player of the game, David Travers, with 21 points as they defeat Lincoln Hornets by a score of 50-54. We'll be back with our post-game show here on CIF San Diego.tv.
4th and 10 from the 41-yard line for St. Augustine. Kennedy dropping back to pass. Looking left, firing, incomplete, intended for Noland. No penalty flags on the field. Mar Vista will take over on downs, and Jordan Lertique will take that knee. And the Mar Vista Mariners knock off the number 2 seeded St. Augustine Saints at Mesa College.
Well, back here with our post-game show, it is a wrap here from the Jenny Craig Pavilion as we get things done for the night. Tomorrow, another couple of games here from Jenny Craig Pavilion on the campus of USD. Stay tuned for that, as you have been listening to Division II Championship Basketball here on CIF San Diego.tv. For all of us here who made this possible today, for Megan Coffey, our producer, Miles Sweet, our cameraman, Andrew Jensen, and Jason Golden, this is Valentin Escanuela saying good night from the Jenny Craig Pavilion here on the campus of USD.